Hello and welcome. I'm Andrea Sanke, and we are at the Women Deliver 2016 conference in Copenhagen, Denmark, exploring solutions to some of the most pressing challenges faced by girls and women around the world. Now, in the studio, I have with me Abir Sarras. She is the co-founder of the Love Matters Arabic website, Al-Hubtagrafa. In English, that's Culture of Love. And the site provides young people with reliable and scientific information about love and intimacy. Abir, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Why does providing this information matter so much to people, particularly women, in the Arab world?
It's basically because there is no comprehensive sexual education in any Arab country whatsoever. So people grow up, like myself, grow up missing on a lot of information, not only the biology of how we look like, how our bodies function, how babies get made, but also how to relate to each other and how to have a healthy relationship and how to enjoy each other. So there is really a big need for information, and there are no Arabic websites that are targeting young people and women ages 18 to 30 like we do. And that's why we saw a big need for Love Matters Arabic, which is actually part of a global project.
And how's it been received?
It's been, it's the 5th edition of Love Matters because we've got 4 different websites in Hindi, China, Kenya, Spanish. And when we launched Love Matters Arabic, my boss said, well, this is the real test for Love Matters because we talk about taboo issues, we talk about love, sex, premarital sex, virginity. It was amazing the way it was received because I was nervous because I was developing the project step by step, choosing with every decision, thinking really hard about is this going to let us burn right at the beginning, or will let people come to us? And it was very well received. I've got doctors come up to me and say, finally, I can send my patients to a website that with a rested heart, that they can find information that's reliable, that's scientific, that's simple, also in Arabic, and that's not just using jargon and letting you lose your way.
And what if some of your users told you? It must be transformational for some of them to just have access to this kind of information.
Yeah. It is. It's also part of the way we respond to people. I got the very first weeks that we were online, we had people come up to us and say, oh my gosh, I didn't think that you would take my question so seriously. Someone said, I didn't think that you would answer this question so humanistically. It was, by the way, a question about a woman wanting to have premarital sex, which is a taboo issue. Mm-hmm. So it was really well received. We did get some criticisms, and we still do on the taboo issues that we know are difficult issues, like abortion, like LGBT rights. But our approach is simple, and we try to stay away from religion and to really give the information and engage people in discussion. So it's not only just giving them the information, but also engaging with them about what virginity, for example, means to them.
And that is a huge topic, because you're, in a sense, trying to diminish what is perceived as the sanctity of virginity itself. Mm-hmm. And why?
Virginity is a big topic. It's a big taboo topic for a lot of women are expected to keep their virginity until they get married. What you see in the Arab world is an increasingly older age of marriage for men and for women. There's no way people can just stay and not have a sexual life before they're married. And we know from people who come to the website and people who ask questions that there's a lot of premarital sexual activity going on. So we don't judge people. We try to, typical question would be like, I've had outer course, which is sex without penetration, with my fiancé or with my boyfriend. Am I still a virgin? We try to help people to break the association that we Arabs have between the hymen, the piece of that you're born with, and some even are not even born with, and between what virginity means to you. Because virginity to some people might be French kissing, and virginity to some other people might mean something totally different. So we try to really have people think about what it really means to them, and that it's really in the relationship, and communication and talking is really just as important, or maybe more important, the relationship about than what the history, what your sexual history is like before you get married.
Now, we have to be fair. This isn't just a problem in the Arab world. other countries deal with similar sexual taboos and the challenges of educating people on sexual issues. What other countries do you face these kinds of challenges in?
The Arabic project is focused in Egypt, so we did our studies and our base is in Egypt. I'm not really sure about all the different projects, what issues they deal, but there are different sets of taboos.
But you're all over the world, yeah.
We're in 5 regions, and so we're in Kenya, for example, and there we see taboos with, for example, with anal sex, because a lot of people try to preserve the virginity by having anal sex, and that is then associated with HIV infections and brings in all kinds of. So we work in different projects, but we see there are similarities across the board, but there are specific country-specific or culture-specific issues as well.
Okay, Abir, unfortunately I'm being told we're out of time. We're going to have to leave it there. I'd like to thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us at the Women Deliver Conference. Remember, you can tweet your comments and questions about this and all of our other shows using the hashtag WDLive.